In this video, we will be familiarizing ourselves with the notion of a set and also do some operations on sets. A set is a collection of distinct objects. For this example, I will be using numbers, but you can use anything from cars to animals, even to people, but we'll stick to numbers for this example. We'll go ahead and start off with our first set, and that set we will call X. And you can name it anything you want, but we'll stick to X. And X consists of the distinct objects as the number 3, the number 12, the number 5, and the number 13. This is our first set. We'll go ahead and add another set, and we'll call this set Y. And our set Y consists of the distinct objects of the number 14, the number 15, the number 6, and the number 3. This is our second set. And in math, we often put brackets around numbers or objects separated by commas. So we'll go ahead and start off with some basic operations on sets. The first one is called intersection. And we would say something like X intersects, or the intersection of X and Y. The way we could think about this, we would be creating a new set that consists and contains objects from both X and Y. In a way, we could even think about the symbol as and. So we'll go ahead and get started. We can see that the number 3 is in both sets X and Y. So we will have the number 3. And we'll move on and see that the number 12 is in set X, but not in set Y. The number 5 is in set X, but not in set Y. And the number 13 is in set X, but not in set Y. So we come back down here, and this is our new set. The intersection of X and Y is 3, or 3 will intersect X and Y. So we're done with this set. Another common operation is union. You could have the union of X and think of your union as or. So we're thinking of this as or. And we're thinking of objects in X or in Y. We could even say that this set is a collection of the distinct objects of both of them. The key to remember here is that distinct objects, we are conceptualizing things. This is the number 3. It's not a test score, not the number of apples people has, because in that sense, you can have this number more than once. But since this is just an object, we will only be able to have this number one time. But we can see that the number 3 is in set X or in set Y. The number 12 is in set X or set Y. The number 5 is in set X or set Y. The number 13 is in set X or set Y. The number 14 is in set X or Y. And it's super quickly. Let's remember that this is a set and they do not have to be in any specific order. But moving on, the number 15 is in set Y or X. And finally, the number 6 is in set Y or X. And since we already wrote the number 3, we do not have to write that object again. And a pretty simple way to remember, or a way to visualize this, is by using Venn diagrams. So let's say that this box is all of our numbers. Here's where all of our objects will be. This first circle we will call set X, and set X consists of the objects of 3, 12, 5, and 13. And we'll go ahead and add our second set, which is set Y, and that consists of 3. And notice how I overlapped because this is our intersecting number. This consists of the objects 3, 14, 15, and 6. And when we think of our intersection, that consists of our overlapping area. And our union would be everything else. So in order to make sure that we understand and we get the whole concept of sets, we will go ahead and try a new one. And for this one, we'll call our first set, set A. And set A consists of the objects 11, 4, 12, and 7. We'll also have a set B. And set B consists of the number 13, 4, 12, 10, and 3. So in order to do our intersect, we would say the intersection of A and B. And so in set A, we have the number 4, and we also see the number 4 over here in set B. In set A, we have the number 12, and we also see the number 12 in set B. We see the number 7, but there's no number 7 in set B. So our new set, we could even go as far as saying set C equals the intersection of A and B, which would be 4 and 12. We'll move on to union. So the union of A or B, creating our new set of the numbers that are not repeated. So over here, we have the numbers 11. The number 4 is in set A or B. The number 12 is in set A or B. And the number 7 is in set A or B. In B, we have the number 13. We've already done the number 4 and 12, so we don't have to worry about those. The number 10 and the number 3. And that is it.